Hey everyone, I'm Lauren, an editor at Mattress Nerd and a certified sleep science coach.
I'm Adrienne, and I may not be a certified sleep science coach, but I managed to fall asleep while watching my college win a national championship, so I'm basically a certified sleeper.
In name, the purple and purple hybrid mattresses sound really similar, but the discerning mattress nerds can pick out the differences. In this comparison, I'm repping the purple hybrid.
And because I sleep on it every single night, I'm on Team Purple.
We're gonna go over the firmness, feel, and construction of both these mattresses to help you make the right decision. Obviously, it's the purple hybrid.
Okay, we'll see about that. But definitely go to mattressnerd.com and check out our great reviews on mattresses, bedding, and more. We've also got great coupons on that website, as well as in the description below. Check it out. We're gonna start this mattress showdown by discussing the similarities between these two mattresses.
The first similarity is right on the top layer of both of these beds, the innovative purple grid.
Also, both of these beds have a medium firm feel, so they're both gonna be pretty good for back sleepers.
And finally, both of these mattresses come with a 100-night sleep trial period and a 10-year warranty. Something went wrong here.
Yeah, you wanna try it again?
Yeah. That's more like it.
Now let's spice things up a little bit and get to the differences between these two beds.
I'll start us out. I don't know if you know this, but the purple hybrid is a hybrid mattress with 7.5 inches of pocketed coils, unlike the purple original, which is mostly made of foam.
But those pocketed coils are gonna make the purple hybrid much more expensive than the purple original. I'd say there's about a $500 price difference between those two models.
But with that price difference, you get a more robust profile. The purple hybrid is about 2 inches taller than the original purple mattress. Just ask anyone repairing an elevator or standing on a scaffolding, construction is important. That's why we peel back the layers of these two mattresses to see what's under the hood, starting with the covers.
Now the purple's cover is gonna be really stretchy and it's gonna allow you to feel the purple grid underneath. I wouldn't say the cover is cool to the touch, but it's definitely breezy and breathable.
Like usual, the construction of the purple hybrid is just a little more advanced than that of the purple original, starting with the Stretch Max cover. It's even more stretchy than the cover of the purple original, and it's even more breathable with the panels on the side that add extra cooling benefits.
Okay, so this next layer is definitely Purple's claim to fame. You've probably heard of it if you're watching this video and you've seen Purple commercials of the hyper elastic polymer grid. This is basically a webbed material that's gonna crumple in strategically as you move across the surface of the mattress. I'd say the purple grid is also really breathable, which is great for hot sleepers.
And under the purple grid on the purple hybrid is a little teeny tiny transition layer of foam that's gonna add some extra cushioning.
And the transition layer of the purple original is 3.5 inches tall for robust support.
Now, the main support layer of the purple hybrid is one of those extra benefits that you were paying for, and I think it's worth it. 7.5 inches of pocketed coils that's gonna help isolate motion, add some good bounce, and extra breathability.
And the base layer of the purple original is a really firm and durable 4-inch layer of foam, so it's gonna enhance the overall longevity of the mattress.
But if you want to look more deeply at the construction of either of these mattresses, I recommend that you Google Mattress Nerd Purple Hybrid or Mattress Nerd Purple Mattress for our in-depth reviews.
Here at Mattress Nerd, we rate mattress firmness on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being super soft and 10 being firmer than my resolve to make at-home burritos taste as good as Chipotle's.
The trick is to get a bigger tortilla than you think you'll need.
Oh, good tip.
Okay, well, the purple hybrid is a 7 out of 10 on this scale, which is going to be on the firmer side of medium firm. It's gonna be good for most back sleepers and a lot of stomach sleepers.
And the original purple is a 6.5 out of 10, so it's gonna be a little bit softer, but still give you really good support and keep you elevated on the mattress.
Now's the time we're gonna ask you to do a little introspection. Do you sleep on your side, back, or stomach? Your sleeping position is uber important when you are shopping for a mattress because a bed is gonna perform differently based on it. So we're gonna go through sleeping positions on the purple and purple hybrid mattresses.
First up, back sleepers are really easy to please. They basically just need a mattress that's going to keep them elevated and supported, and because both beds are medium firmness levels, they're both going to be good for back sleepers.
Now moving on to stomach sleepers need something that's going to keep their hips elevated, otherwise they will have low back strain. Now the Purple Hybrid is a 7 out of 10 on the firmness scale, so it's going to be firm enough for lightweight and average weight stomach sleepers, but lightweight stomach sleepers may also find comfort on the original Purple mattress.
And finally, side sleepers need a really contouring and pressure relieving bed to help them ease pressure along the hips and the shoulders. Now, lightweight side sleepers might still feel a little bit of pressure buildup on both mattresses, but I'd say average weight and heavyweight sleepers should feel pretty solid and supported on both.
If you wake up and your joints feel all sore and tender, it could possibly be poor pressure relief from your mattress. So we whipped out the handy dandy pressure relief map to see where the pressure builds up along your body. Just note that blues and greens are good and reds, oranges, and yellows are bad.
So how does the Purple handle pressure relief? Well, in the back map, it's actually pretty good. We're seeing a lot of cool colors like blues and greens, so that indicates just really good relief all over. But once we get into the side pressure map, we're definitely seeing some orange and red along the hips and the shoulders. So keep that in mind if you have a condition like arthritis or if you have sensitive joints.
And because the Purple Hybrid uses the purple grid right on top, the pressure results are about the same as the Purple Original. On the side map, we're seeing some reds and some yellows in the hips and the shoulders. Not very great, but when we switch to the back map, we see blues and greens all around, so you should be great back sleeping on this mattress. We have two final performance factors for you before we set you loose to make your final decision: edge support and motion isolation.
Now, motion isolation is going to be really important to you if you sleep with a partner, or if, like me, your dog climbs into bed with you almost every night. Basically, it's the way a bed can cut down on movement so it doesn't wake you up on the opposite side of the mattress. And I'm happy to report that the Purple Original earned a higher score on motion isolation than the Purple Hybrid. That's because the Purple Hybrid has those bouncy coils inside, so motion moves across it like tumbleweeds on a dusty prairie.
But just you wait, because we still have edge support to talk about. Edge support is how supportive the edges of your mattress are, especially when you sit or lie along the edge. The Purple Original has a foam base, so it's not going to be as supportive when you sit on the edge as the Purple Hybrid because of those responsive, supportive coils.
You could say that it edges out the competition.
So who should get the Purple Hybrid? Anyone who doesn't want to feel stuck or stifled in their bed, and who likes to feel stuck and stifled in their bed. Next, heavyweight people will find more support on the Purple Hybrid with those supportive coils rather than the Purple Original's foam base. And finally, those coils add extra breathability to the mattress, so the Purple Hybrid is going to sleep cooler than the original Purple mattress.
Now, who should get the Purple Original? Anyone who appreciates the classics, the OGs. But also, back sleepers and side sleepers should really appreciate the support of the Purple Original. Next up, people with mobility issues or who have trouble getting in and out of bed should really appreciate the low profile of the Purple because it's going to get you to the ground faster. And finally, if you're a combination sleeper who's been looking at some foam beds but also considering the Purple, I totally recommend it. It's super easy for me to move around and change positions at night. Now, in my hand, I've got some FAQs that we've seen people asking online.
The people ask, we answer.
Question number 1, what's the main difference between the Purple and Purple Hybrid?
Well, the main difference is right there in the name. The Purple Hybrid is a hybrid bed with supportive coils, while the Purple Original has an all-foam base.
Question number 2, what are some mattress models that are similar to the Purple and Purple Hybrid? Well, I'm partial to the Purple Original, of course, but the Ghost Bed Original is also really good in terms of responsiveness and cooling.
And I think the Lisa Hybrid is a similar pick to the Purple Hybrid, but no mattress is going to replicate Purple's proprietary grid.
Finally, question number 3, is the Purple Hybrid worth it?
I think that the Purple Hybrid is worth it, especially if you want a nice, cooling, breathable bed if you wake up hot and sweaty.
Now, I don't wake up hot and sweaty. In fact, I'm a really cold sleeper and I tend to bundle up at night. So to me, the cooling power of the Purple Hybrid isn't worth the extra Benjamins.
All right, guys, that's about it. Thanks for joining us. If you want more independent, unbiased mattress reviews, or just want to see us do more wacky things in the name of relatability, then hit that subscribe button and like this video.
Lauren ran track for years, and my middle name is competitive, so definitely let us know in the comments below which mattress you're going for.
And we'll take it very personally.
Bye.
Did that hurt? No, okay. It just really sounded like it did.
It did not.
All right, are we done?
Yeah.